can see with your mind, you can have it on your hands. But it takes you to be obedient in the Lord, because there's no other way you can grow. There's a path you need to walk with God, you and God, for you to grow. This path is for every man, every male, every human being to become someone of worthy. But if you are running away from you will never find this path, because this path is found by the bold. But this path doesn't mean it's good. It is found by those who are strong enough to walk through. The situation which entangles you right now, you need to deal with it and let it go, because you are still in Egypt. You are still in Egypt, and you have to find the route to your growth, because if you are not growing, something is playing you. The dreams and whatever you see in your mind, God has already put it into this world, but you can't achieve it the way you want it, the way you see it, with the level of maturity you have. You need a spiritual maturity for you to have something. Many people today, they're in a point where they live like they have a debt with God. I have done this and God has to do this for you. No, what you think God has to do for you, God has done it before you were born, and is for you to grow. Whenever you pray and storm faces you, that storm is not there to break you. That storm is there to build you. That storm is there to give you the muscle to grow. But when you see the storm, you run away. You run away because it looks frustrating. Let me tell you, where there is storm, that's where there is presence of God, because those storms answer with something special, something great, and something that you will need to grow. Today, many people, they chase the doors which look golden, but this golden door, they always take you away from God. You pray and you see your prayer have been answered exactly the way you want. Sometimes be careful, because devil know how to answer your prayer according to your desire. When you are focusing with your desires, be more concerned with your growth, because if you value growth, you will grow. But if you value your desire, actually you'll be a slave of so many things in this life. But if you want to grow, you will value growth. You will I stay here so that I can continue to grow. I continue to pray the way I used to pray. Don't ever do something and feel like you are having a debt with God. No, there is no any type of work that can take you to greatness. Samuel told Saul, obedience is better than a sacrifice. And Romans 4:4, there's no any type of work will earn you fame, will earn you greatness. As long as you are not willing to be obedient, there's no any other means for you to be great. You will learn to walk with God, because who can give you the secret of the kingdom of heaven is only through salvation. Is when you walk with God, you will understand yourself deeper. You will understand what you are made for, because each human being, including I and you, we are made for greatness. We are made to go far beyond than the point we see ourselves, because the mind of God is not the same as our own mind. If you believe where God is taking us, then you will go to the point, to the levels which you never believed you can be there. If you get to the top, actually you will respect yourself. You will protect yourself at all costs, because you have understand you are worthy. But today you are giving yourself a weakness, because that thing is manipulating you. It is convincing you there's peace, but it is destroying you. It is already seizing you from your growth. And you'll be bold enough to face it and say to it, you are not going to enslave me. I'm willing to take a step of faith, to step that you don't see it clearly, but you can still pray, to keep moving forward. and knowing God will make a way where it seems to be no way. The greatness is not earned by the wise, is not earned by the rich, is not earned by the people who are strong, who are muscular, but it is earned by the people who persist, who never give up, who fight up to the top. That marriage you want cannot happen the way you want it, yet you are still enslaved by the weakness. Always something is playing you. You see, many people today, they go into grave while they are still searching for their partner at the ages of 40, 50, 60, because maturity seems hard, and all the time they have been running away from them. But if you learn to face you, you will grow. If you learn to face you, you will grow. But if you always run away from you, you will stay in the same place. There are so many people today, they have been fighting same problem for over 20 years. They have been dealing with the same case for over 20 years because facing them is so hard. But all the time, they keep always moving around, and they move around, they come at the same point. It's a time to walk through that situation. It's a time to outlast that season and still be grateful. Don't ever run away from you. Everywhere you go, there's a problem of some kind. There's a battle you will still face, and you'll come back to place where you ran away from, because that is your lane. You are not keeping your lane. All the time you are stepping out of your lane, because your lane, you don't see it clearly. You don't see where you're stepping, but you only need to hold the dream and believe God will make a way. People who win big, they master the heart of keeping their faith, the heart of faith. They understand that you only need faith to grow. But you want to make everything happen. You want to prove to the community you are succeeding. Let me tell you, having all materialistic together does not mean you are succeeding. Actually, people who succeed, they have left something great in this world. They make sure they don't go to the grave with any type of dream. They have done it all before they leave this earth. And you are still proving yourself to other people you can do it. You cannot do it. You cannot do it alone. You need God, and you need to take a leap of faith. Keep on working on yourself. The right person will meet you on the way. The right person will meet you on the way, and you'll find yourself, you are growing because you are made for greatness. You can do this. You can be strong. You can be bold enough, and you can do anything you want if you want to be stronger. If you want to be a queen, if you want to be a king, you must learn to take complete ownership of your life. Don't let any kind of weakness trip you. All the time you see those battles arising against you is because you are equipped to overcome those situations. You are already equipped to face those battles, but you, instead of facing the battle, you waste your energy running for something else which is still draining you completely. At the end of the day, the game turned out different. You have been acting strong, you have been acting boldly, but the choices you make is what matters. God does not answer the words you pray, and you want God to God. Whenever you pray, God checks on your action, does not check on the words you're saying. You pray and checks, are your actions aligned with what you want? Then you will have it. But whenever you pray and your actions are not aligned with what you want, that is an empty faith. But you need to fill your faith with something, with a dream, with steps, with you walking away from what you see is harming you, and you become the better version of you. Because all the time you grow, you attract everything. All the time you grow, you keep attracting something something dangerous, something lethal. But all the time you chase weakness, you will be always depressed. All the time you chase money, you'll be always depressed because that money will never be enough. You will never live. You will keep surviving all the time. But the time you focus on you start building you and be contented with whatever you have, you can do great things. You can move the world. You can live something. This doesn't matter which background you came from. Doesn't matter which background you came from. Actually, you can move this world. Doesn't matter the level of education. You can move this world because the kingdom does not check the papers. The kingdom check the persistence and obedience and endurance, and you see yourself making great moves.